Hey folks, how you doing? Welcome back. It's Charlie. It is Monday morning, November 4th, 2019. It's about a little after 11 in the morning. I got a day off. I think I go back to work tomorrow morning for like all but 4 3/4 of an hour. But yeah, so, trust me, I would rather be working than having a day off. This costs me money. I could be at work making money, so, right, doesn't take a genius. Besides, you know me, I like to keep busy, so that's why I'm out here. Actually, I got up and caught the news, got my coffee, came down here to Target to see if there were any more discounted Halloween items. Found 3 bags of M&Ms for like 95 cents so each. So that's not bad, you know. M&Ms are pretty expensive. All right, so watching the news this morning, and I saw briefly as I was headed out, Apple. Apple did what? Oh my gosh! Apple, it was announced, I guess, that Apple has or is going to donate to the great golden state of California $2.5 billion. That's with a B. For well, the situation and the dreaded crisis that we have here, and that's all about the housing and the homeless situation. So I really didn't get all the details. I haven't really checked out all the details, and as a matter of fact, I barely had enough time to listen to the brief report, and then I messaged Mark. For those of you that don't know, Mark Horvath from Invisible People. I will put a link down below to his channel. And I asked him if he had heard what happened, and he said no, send me a link. So I sent him a link, and he found a link and stuff, and he posted it on Facebook. Yeah, it's just really, it's pretty cool because of what's, you know, it took a major corporation to do something like this when actually I've always felt, and I feel still, that it, you know, more places, and this is not to, well, not this place in particular, but in a whole, these type of places in a whole could have always solved the homeless problem across America. You got to remember, they take 10% of every person that goes in there. So 10% of your net worth of what you make a month. Four times, here it is. Here's the thing with, and I have nothing against it, but here's where you do the financial math. 4 times a week you go to church, you pay 10% of your tithing to the church of what your monthly income is, right? Okay, so that's a lot of people. I've been to church with friends, and I've seen them write like $200 and $300 checks week after week. Okay, now multiply that by just 100 congregations. 100 people that go there. $300 times 100. Add more. Every church. How many city or towns are there churches in? A lot. Take all the churches, all the temples, all the synagogues, all the places of worship, all that money, put it in one big pot. There's your problem with the homeless solved. But that has really yet to happen. Utah did a lot a few years ago, a lot more than any other state or church has really ever done. So, and this thing with Apple this morning, that was great. So I messaged him, and so he's going to check it. And I wanted to share that with him because, you know, I think someone like Apple doing what they're doing could benefit from a person, I think, like Mark, who is just, he's got his finger on the pulse of homeless community practically almost all over the world. Definitely here in North America and in Europe, I feel at least. He just went to a convention. He's been in Canada, and we caught his live stream last night. And he said he was kind of like, oh, I'm acting kind of strange. I'm on a high and everything. And he was on a high last night. It was, you could see it in his face and his way he was talking. And I understand because he was really excited about how Canada and stuff and where he was how they're handling and addressing the homeless situation. And from what he was talking about and the other folks that got into the live stream last night, it's just like, my goodness, you know, and this is just Canada. This is just our neighbors to the north. This is the things that we should be doing as a whole in the United States here entirely. We should be at least in one state, one major city, focusing so much. It escapes California. It escapes Los Angeles. I don't know why, but you know, we have a lot of money here. We have a lot of money, supposedly just allocated for affordable housing and the homeless situation. We have billions, and this is not even included the money that Apple has given or is yet to give. So here in California, we definitely have billions, with a B, not millions, billions, and add a couple of hundred on that, on top. But it's just being stagnant. It's being utilized for focus groups, study groups. Let's see what we can do here. Let's do a test try. Let's give a little bit here, and it's like that's not what it's supposed to be. So no, it's great. So I came out here, and you know, I'm out here walking around and checking out. There's going to be, especially here for the fact that we're coming up on Thanksgiving, and this is the time for the homeless here in Pasadena and everywhere, especially in LA County, for them to get a fantastic Thanksgiving dinner. Here in Pasadena, we do through the cooperation of Union Station and Center Plate Catering or Services here at the Paseo. They do the annual feeding at the Centennial Park, Central Park here, and I will post a link and the dates for that. And then I remembered that there's another place that's going to be doing something similar. They're helping the homeless community here, and they're helping the community here flat out in Pasadena. It's just when I saw the ad or the posting about maybe a couple of weeks ago, and I had been meaning to get down here, and I don't know why, I've just been flaking. But this morning I came down here, and I went to it's a little bakery that opened up about maybe two and a half years ago, and I know it's going to be. Oh, give me a second here. All right, I know it's backwards, and I will try to post a better picture. There is no link, but it goes to say that give thanks, the bakery free Thanksgiving meal for our homeless and people in need. Starts on 10 a.m. Thursday, November 28, 2019. We are starting an annual tradition. They're starting an annual tradition of giving to our local communities. If you would like to volunteer your time, email us at Pasadena Le Bakery, LEBERRYBAKERY.com for information. So that's cool. And I stopped. Don't make the car go faster. And I stopped off this morning on my way to Target, and I already had my coffee, and I had seen it whilst I was homeless, but I never really bothered. So I went in and bought a pastry, and actually I bought a rather scrumptious and very, very sexy looking little brownie, all covered in powdered sugar and everything. I have yet to taste it. At this point, I either have to have water or coffee, preferably coffee, especially if I'm eating a brownie. As rich as this one looked, yeah. So I will taste it and let you know. But yeah, this place opened about maybe 3 years ago, and like a lot of businesses, I always hope that they do well. So I stopped in, talked to the young man, and asked him questions about it. He kind of gave me, he gave me kind of a brief lowdown on how they're going to do, or more or less on how they're going to do it. And I was telling him I was interested because I was homeless, you know, I've been here, and started vlogging. I'm a vlogger. Pasadena's only and was and pretty much homeless vlogger, blah blah, the whole 9 yards. And just tell them what I've done, what I do, how I got, you know, everything. So young man was really interested and really seen. So he asked for the name of my channel, so I told him. I just wanted to know. So, and I was thinking, they're starting this year, this holiday season, for homeless, which is perfect. It's awesome, especially seeing as how much the area needs it. An additional feeding is definitely at this time during the holidays. Especially, this is the time when people from like the East Coast come to the West Coast and you know, to avoid the weather back there. So yeah, they come to the Golden State and they end up here. Some go back, some stay here, permanent residents. But yeah, so we're gonna need it. And I just thought it was really great. And I just talked to the guy, and I'm like, you know, it's cool. So yeah, we'll see. And I was thinking that I could probably, with what they're doing now, this is a pretty big move for a fairly new business to do what they're doing for a homeless community and a city as diverse and as, well, as exclusive, I guess, as Pasadena. So this is a place over here. Where'd you go? Le Bakery. And I will show you the poster there. But and I was thinking that maybe I can introduce him to a friend of mine. I'm thinking, I started brainstorming once I left the establishment, and I was thinking, yeah, that would probably be a perfect pairing with my friend Michael. So I'll see. I'll have to do a little bit more investigating, and I'm gonna have to talk to my friend and see what he thinks. Just want to pair up good people that want to do good for the community and for the city. So, and I know what kind of good my friend does. He's been doing it for eons here in Pasadena. And with a new business like this, a new neighbor here in town, doing what they're doing, I think it's fantastic. This is the place right here. So, this is a bakery. And they got really cool stuff. See, so they did Halloween, and there's that. I have a picture. No, so this used to be, all this right here used to be 3 jewelry stores. The mix came 4 years ago, and then LeBerry opened up maybe about the preceding next year. And this is kind of a busy intersection, although it's not all that great for a business, but I hope they can pull it off. Anytime a business can open up in Pasadena and withstand the trials, the tribulation, the turbulence of what is the economy here in Pasadena, and the economy here in Pasadena for a local business is very difficult. In fact, actually, as I was coming down, I was talking about Chef Tony. They put up the marquee on the sign on the building. So Chef Tony Dim Sum, I think maybe for the holidays or just after the New Year, they'll be opening up. I wish them a lot of luck. I think this is going to be a flagship restaurant. The only other one that I know of is located in Canada. So I wish them a lot of luck. You can imagine, well, being an exclusive place like that, kind of renowned. I don't know if I'll be able to afford to go in there. I can only imagine. There's, I mean, we have some good places here like that. Like, I think the only time that I ever had like ramen here in Pasadena, and that's when I was working at Sugarfish. We went, like 3 of us went out for lunch, and there was a ramen restaurant that opened up here in town. Shoot, that was about 3 years ago. I will never do that. just for what I ordered and the extras, because I always order the extras when it comes to ramen, especially pho. But it was $26 for one lousy bowl of ramen. And honestly, it wasn't all that good either, so that was even more frustrating. Boy, I was really berating myself for that. Like, what would you do? Why did you say yes? You know, you could have just walked across the street, go to Urban Plates, and paid a third of that for a bowl of soup and a half a sandwich. So yeah, it's expensive here. I mean, look, I'm at the Paseo now, walking along. But anyway, yeah, Apple announced that today. So actually, I'm on my way back home. I'm gonna go back, see have any responses from apartments. Not, I didn't put that many in anyway. It's the field is narrow as far as places available, especially in that price range. And then there's the other fact that I did get a response from one building, and they said, before you apply, here's what we require and what we need. Fuck. First and foremost, credit score, 700 or above. Mine is not that. My credit score was okay for being homeless for as long as I was, and not really going offhand and charging and financing things. But the only thing that I was financing during my stint was my cell phone, and then I had to forego on my bill because we weren't getting the hours last year. I couldn't afford to pay my bill, so I got shut off. And then another pay cycle went through, and I really couldn't afford it. And fortunately, went to collections, and I got a letter the week or two ago. It's not that much money, but it was enough that it screwed me over and dropped my credit rating. Boy, it really dropped your credit rating. My credit rating was 650. Honestly, now it's, and I'm not afraid to share it because, shoot, this is how badly it impacted my score. And after I worked so hard paying my bills and everything, and I'm down to 502. So, Christ. I'll find a place that'll work, I am sure, given the credit score and the situation. It's just a little bit kind of a downer, you know, so that one's definitely not in the works. And it was a nice little place. There's one or two little apartments that I really, really like. One that's just perfect. It's down over here behind me, this way, down the street, on Madison. For what they're asking, it's really, really tiny, but I will do it just because they're given the area. It's like in the South Lake area. So anybody that's familiar with this area, south of Colorado it's a nice area. Del Mar, California, and then Madison. It's a good street, so that one I'd really like. That'd be a gem, but we'll see. If not, I have to transfer my voucher to somewhere else. I don't know. I really want to move anywhere else out of the San Gabriel area, but well, we'll see what happens. All right, my friends, that's about it. I'm going to end it here. So you folks take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Oh, real quick. I wanted to touch on something real quick. So someone made the comment, Charlie, it'd be great if you can get to YouTube's partnership program. I am now, because I have 1,000 subs, and I do have over 4,000 hours of viewing. The problem is, the misconception is, I don't blame, because the trendy YouTubers make it seem like, yeah, it's so easy to get on YouTube and you're going to be rolling in ducats. It's not the way it goes. So, and especially you folks said, you know, Charlie should do live streaming so he can do the super whatever. And I'm like, yeah, but YouTube takes a percentage out of that super, and they take quite a bit from my understanding. So, yeah, I haven't done a live chat in a long time, and I need to do a live chat. I've been wanting to. So, but the thing is, people need to change what you're being paid on the fact on how much people are watching, the length of time they're watching the viewers, your video. If they're watching the actual ad or commercial, they say ad, it's a commercial. Plain and simple, it's a commercial, right? Kind of reminds me of the old late night Cal Worthington commercials that lasted like 5 minutes on an infomercial. So it's based upon that, and I'm not quite there. It'll take, I need thousands of viewers in order to make something, just a few $100s, because right now, even with you folks, it's just not there. But then again, I'm not in it for the money, so I'm in here just to be with you folks. So that, and actually there is a video that of another YouTuber that explains all about YouTube and everything. The guy's a cracker. He's a homeless dude. He's a lot of fun. He's strange, but he's really cool. And it explains. She explains pretty much how they work and everything. And it's just a lot. I really have to be doing silly stuff in order to exploit myself and my channel to be able to get the attention of people that just want silly, frivolous antics like mukbang or playing practical jokes or scaring the crap out of people. And you know me, that's pretty much that's not my forte. So you know, I started off doing this channel, keeping everything real with you guys, and it's, you know, if YouTube ever, heaven forbid, ever dies, like the one platform that I used to be part of, VidMe, you know, no big deal. Although I know a lot of people would be crying and be really unemployed and homeless because all they've done for the time they started working is on YouTube. I feel sorry for people that are actually went from early life, not working, high school, whatever, into YouTube and not knowing or having a lick of sense of what a day is to actually get up and go to work and put in 4, 5, 6, 8 hours a day and then come back and not relying on royalties or subs or stuff like that. It's a different world. It's not all that same. It's hard. So I'm a manual laborer, and now I'm getting into the, I'm into the whole platform of YouTube. And so this right here, as I hold in my hand, this is nothing. My life and everything that I am is not dependent on being a YouTube creator. So this could disappear. The only thing is that I wouldn't be able to touch and reach out to you folks, and that's my whole thing. So I really don't care, you know. Not like some people are like all YouTubers and their whole career is embedded in this. I should have thought about that before. But yeah. So Apple did that, and that bakery's going to be doing that. All right, my friends. Wanted to get that in there. So I'll put links down below, and we'll try to do Apple and the other stuff. All right? So you folks take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but always take care of yourselves first. Love one another, trust one another, be kind to each other. Help one another. Don't take today for granted or any other day thereafter. Live for the moment, put on your pants and slide on that ice. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. If you like what I'm doing, what we're doing, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification button, tell your friends and family about me, about us, what's going on. And Charlie's frustrated, he's not working. This man's sick. He doesn't want a day off. No, I'd rather be working. Nah, you know, I guess for today, you know, I wouldn't have gone to the bakery and stuff, and I would have probably missed out on that, so. It was all good. I go to work tomorrow. I'll make my few pennies and work tomorrow. And I think I work Thursday and or Saturday and or Sunday. After that, beyond that, I don't know what the schedule is. This cost me money. All right, folks. You have a beautiful Monday, and I will post this once I get home and stuff. I love you all. Take care. Comments on any subject, anything, doesn't matter. Even if I didn't cover it. Questions, comments, good or bad. Don't want to post it, email me. All right. I love you all. Take care. Bye.